The Galactic Council chamber had faced wars, extinctions, and the collapse of empires. But it had never been this quiet. A rotating hologram hovered above the chamber floor, projecting a live schematic of Kelsar Station, a civilian transit hub now seized by terrorists. 300 hostages, 26 militants, explosives wired into life support systems. The Council's tactical AI had already delivered its verdict. 6 days minimum. A siege. Acceptable civilian losses. 43%. Overseer. Quillen turned slowly toward the lone human delegate. Ambassador Worth, he said, his voice echoing through the hall. Your advisors claim the crisis will be resolved within 2 hours. Murmurs spread instantly. That is not optimism, Quillen continued. That is fantasy. Ambassador Alina Worth didn't raise her voice. She didn't even look at the hologram. Overseer, she said calmly. The response team was deployed 17 minutes ago. Silence. Deployed? How? Demanded Minister Dresk, his crystalline skin flickering in disbelief. There has been no authorization, no coordination, no planning window. Alina finally looked up. They're already inside the station. The chamber erupted. Inside. That violates every doctrine. They will trigger executions. Alina folded her hands. This is what humans call special forces. At her gesture, the display shifted. Council security feeds replaced the schematic grainy internal cameras. Ventilation shafts, empty corridors. At first, nothing moved. Then Dresk leaned forward. Their thermal fluctuation. It vanished. Another appeared. Then, another. Too fast. Too controlled. You are observing 6 operators, Alina said. They entered through maintenance vectors your models don't consider viable. Inside a narrow ventilation shaft, a human moved like a shadow given form. No sound. No wasted motion. Another followed close behind. They spoke without words. Hands forming signals older than any spacefaring language. Hostiles confirmed, whispered the lead operator into a sealed mic. Multiple hostage clusters. Breach in 90 seconds. Quillen stared at the display. They are separating. No overwatch. No command structure. They don't need one, Alina replied. They are the structure. Across the station, 6 heat signatures flowed apart through walls, floors, access duct siege, moving with impossible precision. No transmissions detected, Dresk said, alarm rising. How are they coordinating? Alina answered quietly. Neural combat networking. Direct cognition, sharing. They don't communicate. They synchronize. Each operator reached their assigned door. Explosives placed. Angles measured. Hostages mapped by memory, not sensors. They had trained together for years. They knew each other's thoughts before they were formed. A silent countdown began shared across 6 minds. 3, 2, 1. The station exploded into motion. 6 doors breached. At the exact same instant, not chaos. Perfection. Flash, disorientation, to stun militants without harming civilians, then humans. Moved. Fast, precise, relentless. Weapons fired only when necessary. Targets dropped before commands could be shouted. Threats ended before fear could spread. One room cleared in 4 seconds. Another in 5. Another without a single shot. Fired. The council watched, unable to speak as an operation. Their models deemed impossible concluded in 90 seconds. The final feed showed the terrorist leader restrained, alive, shaking. No hostages harmed. 0 human casualties. All teams secure. The operator reported calmly. Station clear. The chamber didn't erupt this time, it froze. Quillen finally whispered, "What are these humans?" Alina stood. For 10,000 years, she said, our species survived continuous conflict. We didn't just fight. We studied fighting. We refined it, disciplined it. She turned toward the display, now showing a human soldier kneeling beside a crying child, helmet removed, voice gentle. Our special forces are chosen from millions, trained for a decade before their first real mission. They exist for moments when diplomacy fails and time runs out. Why show us this? Dresk asked softly. Alina met his gaze. Because some of you feared our military independence. You wondered why we refused to disarm. She paused. This is why. She scanned the chamber. Humans prefer peace. But when innocent lives are threatened, we end violence with such speed and control that mercy and brutality become indistinguishable. Quillen exhaled slowly. You frighten us. Alina nodded. Once good, because those who threaten this council should be far more afraid of what humanity can do when we decide. Peace is no longer an option.